Okay, what is that, Ojasvi?
Swamp. And it has leaves, water, snakes, frogs, and alligators. Some trees and plants.
What is a swamp?
A swamp is an wetland in which mostly trees and other woody plants grow.
Swamp example
There is a swamp in south of Georgia called the Okefenokee Swamp, which is the most biggest swamp, freshwater swamp in North America.
And what do you have in there?
I have some snakes, a lizard, an alligator.
Where do they live? Do they live in the swamp or?
Some of them live in it. Some of them spend most of their time in it. Some of them spend very less time in it.
What are the things that they spend less time?
Snakes don't spend very much time in it. Because they need to find their prey on the ground. But little fishes can also get food or to get away from something. And alligators spend most of their time there to keep hot, but they'll just stay outside too because they are cold-blooded. So they need the sun. Lizards also do that. Frogs, they'll spend least time around the swamp, but not much time in there. So they'll be staying on maybe a leaf or something.
Okay.
But they won't be spending that much time in there.
So how about the alligator and frog? What type of animal are they?
The frog is an amphibian. Alligator is a reptile.
Okay, so what else? Okay. What else? Whoa.
Amphibians. This one isn't an amphibian.
So I don't know what exactly means amphibian. Can you explain that to me?
Is an animal that is born in the water but spends its time or life around the water or out of the water.
So how about the reptiles?
Reptile is an animal that is cold-blooded. That is mostly green or a color like that. That will spend its time in the water. And it stays in the water and it gives birth somewhere near and lives near the water.
Okay. So how about snake? Like I have seen a snake over here on the land, and even though we don't have water in there.
Some snakes will stay on land. Others will just go into the water to escape or something.
I'm not sure about whether the fish lives in the swamp or not.
Some fish live there. Small fish, not much.
So some fish lives in the swamp.
Like tadpoles.
But I haven't seen your fish over there, so you have not.
Is tadpole a fish?
Tadpoles are fish. Small fish. But you.
What is tadpole? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Baby frog.
Okay.
You will see fish hiding behind the rocks. You can't really see them, but I don't have fish in this one.
Okay, so.
It's fishless. Only some swamps have.
So you were talking about in your paper that the swamp is a really good. You like it. What does it exactly means?
It's like first you might think a swamp is gross with like mud and like stuff like that, spider webs. But if you get to learn it, there's actually pretty flowers in it and stuff.
So pretty flowers. Is that why the swamp swamp is beautiful, or something else too?
There's also animals. First you think it's blank with no animals, but if you learn, you'll find there's tons of animals like frogs, alligators, lizards, snakes, all kinds.
Okay, thank you for your science exhibition. So, can you give a pretty smile to me, please? That's not a smile. That's not a smile. I want the real smile. So that is not a smile. That's like a smile. I love you.
I love you too.
Okay.